This video is going to show you a little bit on the Willis 3280 with the 10-inch spindle, so 3280-10, also a very popular line in the Willis program. These machines are standard with a 6-inch spindle, can be fitted with a 10-inch spindle, and 12-inch spindle is also very common, very popular. Most common on these machines is the 8-station electric turret. We also have 2 T-slots on the cross slide as standard, which again is very good for folding down extra large boring bar holders, or a lot of people put a Lori's quick change tool post on the rear of the cross slide for all sorts of special applications. Very large tailstock in the back if needed. These machines are most popular in the 80, 120, and 160 inch center distance range. We also love the FANUC 0i TF control with the plus. This machine is fitted with the optional 15-inch wide touchscreen display. These machines are fully enclosed, which is very good for keeping the coolant contained and the chips also. As standard, it does have a rear chip conveyor, which is part of the standard equipment. There you can see the automatic lubrication system right there. You can see the coolant pump on the chip conveyor. There's a little back view from the machine by the tailstock. You do have a little latch on the cross slide, which hooks up in that little bracket there on the tailstock for dragging the tailstock up and down the bed. There you get a pretty good view of the inside of the machine here with your work light. Here we have customers doing a little boring test on the startup. You can see they went in there pretty deep. Great surface finish, great accuracy. Another thing to point out on this bedway is obviously 22-inch wide bedways, which is massive for most machines. Very, very stable. And this machine has a second V-way for the back of the carriage, which is really going to help the carriage track super accurate, and it's also going to be very helpful if you have any tools mounted on the rear of the carriage. And then you can see the giant V-way on the front, which helps track. Now we'll get a little look at the headstock here. Obviously can't see too much, but there's 3 different gear ranges in that headstock. Getting up to 600 RPMs with a 10-inch spindle bore, with the 3 gear ranges and the 30 horsepower 100% duty FANUC servo motor for the spindle. You will not run short of power on this machine. This machine is set up with the optional rear chuck adapter. That's a 10-inch spindle bore A215 mount, and you can see if you have a rear chuck on there, you can have it all closed up for safety, so nobody can stick their fingers in there or get hit. I'll run around the back of the machine. Here you can see the full-length rear chip conveyor, which is very helpful for getting chips out of the machine. Here's the electric cabinet, and we'll take a quick look in there in a second. And here you get a very good view of the electric cabinet, the FANUC control there, some transformers for control voltage, line filter. You have a heat exchanger for the electric cabinet, and very well thought out, organized, clean electric cabinet.